Hello, how are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I just wanted to encourage you today that today could be a very special day for you, to where you don't have to be it doesn't have to be an ordinary day, and you're not an ordinary person. Through a mutual acquaintance about 3 weeks ago, a man by the name of Lester Kinsley Jr. passed away. And his story just was kind of remarkable to me. He was born on April the 25th, 1920, and he was born in Kellyville. So, but of course back then they didn't go to the hospitals and stuff, and he was born by a midwife, and he weighed 1 pound and 8 ounces. And because of his size and because of him being born early, the midwife told them that he wouldn't survive, and she put him out on the back porch on the step. Back then, that way an animal would come and take the child. And we think that sounds awful, but they didn't think he would survive. But after the midwife left, one of the family members went and got him, and they took care of him, and they nurtured him, and he did survive. He was one of 8 children, the youngest, but he did survive. And not only did he survive, he thrived. Even when he was about 80 years old, he had some kind of physical thing, and they did a ultrasound thing, and it didn't even know it until then that he only had 1 kidney, and there were some other things, other organs that was missing, but he survived, and he was healthy and lived a healthy, good life. But some things about him: not only was he a very successful businessman, and he impacted Tulsa County in a lot of different ways, financially and in other different ways. He was a prominent lawyer here in Tulsa. But besides that, he survived through many, many terrible situations. He was in World War II. Yeah. There was many trips that where they would leave the soldiers, that he survived through many activity, gunfire activity, and he survived. There was one mission that he was the only sole survivor. They dropped a whole troop, a whole platoon of soldiers behind enemy lines, and he was the only one that survived that mission. So he was, you would say, oh, he's incredible, kind of like, the Superman stories or things like that, superheroes. No, he wasn't. He was just an ordinary man that made a difference in his life, other people's lives in Tulsa County, and everyone he came in contact with, he tried to make a difference. He was a Christian man, and I believe that made a difference, because he was always trying to live the way God would have him to live. And the Bible says that we are overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And if we've accepted Jesus Christ into our life, and we have made him Lord of our life, and we declare him to be over our lives and everything that we come in contact with, then we have the ability to call on the name of the Lord in times of trouble, in times of need, in times of distress, and we have the ability to be an overcomer through all situations. We can tell Satan, we're not your child, we're God's child. You leave us alone. I am not going to fall prey to your attacks and the enemy of Satan. We don't have to give in to Satan. We do not have to be browbeaten by him. We are the overcomers. And the word also says that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And he gives us strength every day to overcome Satan and to overcome his tricks, his ploys. You do not have to fall prey to his devices. You are smarter than that. You are an overcomer. And the word says that we can do greater things than Jesus because we have him in us. He's given us the power and the ability through his name to do greater things. You are supposed to be the hands extended to those who need healing. You are supposed to be the hands to those who are hurting. So go out, be an overcomer, make a difference. You can do it today.